Today I'm going to give you a snapshot of Lee County's real estate market for May, kind of an update of the activity and what's going on. I pulled some facts and statistics that I think you'll find interesting. If you were to pull one headline from May's real estate statistics, it would be active listings are up and closed sales are leveling off. More properties are hitting the market in Lee County as evidenced by the most recent data released by the Florida Realtors. May saw a jump in active listings for both single-family homes and condos. Our active listings for May 2016, almost 5,300. That's up 14.1% compared to last year in May. Active listings for condos and townhomes, just over 3,000, even a bigger surge. That's up over 35%, almost 36% compared to last year. The number of closed sales, when I said they're leveling off, there was a difference of one closed sale for single family homes in May compared to last year, or 0.1%. Condos and townhomes were down by just over 6% compared to last year. Month supply of inventory increased. You probably heard realtors talk about month supply of inventory before. It's calculated by taking the number of listings on the market divided by the number of sales. So those numbers that we just looked at is how that's calculated. Single family homes were up to almost 5 months supply. Last year in May it was 4.3 months. For condos and townhomes, month supply of inventory is almost 6 months this year. In May of last year was 4.1. So there's more out there for buyers to choose from. I think you've heard me say before there was a shift going on the last few months to more of a buyer's market. Something else that's interesting to look at is the number of cash sales versus finance sales. Kelly, you should like this. So single family homes closed sales that were cash deals down over 25% in May compared to May of last year. So what that means is more people are financing, so that's good for Kelly. 2016, May we're up over 17% for single family homes and finance deals. For condos and townhomes, again, cash sales down 16% and finance sales up 10% compared to last year for May. Why do you think that is? Well, the prices have went up. There's not as many investors. A lot of times, a lot of those cash sales were from investors. So you've got more people that are financing their homeowners looking to buy the house they're going to live in as opposed to investment property.
Somebody on here wrote that's because the institutional buyers have used up all their cash. Somebody wants to see the board a little better.
Although you don't hear much about it anymore in the news, there are still short sales and foreclosures out there. Here's a breakdown by type of sale for May's closed sale. A traditional sale, that's an arm's length transaction. It's a typical buyer and seller. They're acting independently. They have no relationship to each other. In other words, it's not a family member. They're not subject to any pressure or duress from an outside party, and it results in a fair market price. So if you look at the breakdown of all the sales in May, 93.8% were traditional sales or arm's length transactions. Short sales only made up 5.4% of the sales, and foreclosures less than 1%. The number of short sales and foreclosures sold continue to drop in May. That's a trend we've been seeing for quite a while now. And as you might expect, the median sales price of those distressed sales has continued to go up. There just aren't as many really low price deals out there for distressed properties that there were a couple years ago. So if we look at single family home short sales, the numbers were very low to start with even last year. Dropped down to 10 out of all the sales in May for Lee County for single family homes, so over 61% change. For short sales in single family homes, the median price is up to $127,500. That's from 105,000 last year. Same thing, foreclosures down 56.5%. That's a little higher number than short sales. And the median price also went up 33%, up to 166,250. And then I've got the same breakdown for the condos. The traditional sales, just over 97%, short sales 0.6%, and foreclosures 2.3%. Really low numbers again with short sales, but down 20% when you do the math. And the median price up 11.8% to 178,950. Foreclosures, lower number with condos than there were for single family homes, but down 50%, and the median price up over 50%. So like I said, those distressed sales, those good deals, there's still some deals out there, but they're not as low price as they used to be, so, and there's not a trend. Banks are trying to get as close to market value as they can. Their liquidation prices just aren't as low as they used to be. The median sale prices in May. Single family homes were up almost 5% to 225,000, that's all of Lee County. And then the condo sales, median sales price actually came down to 185,000, almost 3%. So depending where you live and what your perception is, it might surprise you or it might not, but I thought you might like to see the median sales price by city and how it compared year over year. Only 2 cities in Lee County, Estero and Bonita Springs, their median sales price dropped in May of 2016 compared to 2015. Bonita Springs median sales price was $362,000. Estero, $335,500. All of the rest of the cities were up. Fort Myers Beach up 38.6% with the median sales price of $575. Sanibel and Captiva up just over 25%. Their median sales price was $870,000. Lehigh Acres up by 21.8%. Median sales price there in May was $140,000. Cape Coral up 13.5%. Median sales price $210,000. And in Fort Myers up 10%. Median sales price $253,000. Pine Island up 5.3%. And North Fort Myers up 4%. So depending where you live, sometimes it's kind of interesting to know what's going on in your neck of the woods. That's why I pulled that.
Sue, you know what's strange about that is that Bonita Springs and Estero, they've got that hertz going in.
Right. But the median sales price has come down, or May compared 2016 to May of 2015. So the median price is actually down in those 2 years.
I mean, aren't there a lot of people from out of town moving in there?
Well, there are, and there have been the last couple of years because of that hertz and the influx
Right.
of jobs and people moving there. But that doesn't mean the sales prices went up. Kelly? Oh, she's telling me I got 2 minutes. Okay. As a realtor, some of the things that I hear people say quite often are, I want to wait until season to sell my house. Or everyone knows that season is the best time to sell a house in Florida. And I'll be able to get my home sold faster because there's so many more people here in season. Well, in my opinion, there is no bad time to sell a house because there's buyers in the market all year round. But just out of curiosity, how many of you thought there were more homes sold in season than out of season? Show of hands. So about half of you thought that. Well, I pulled the numbers, and I know you can't see this very well from where you're sitting probably as far as the numbers themselves. But these blue bars are single family homes sold. These peach bars are condos and townhouses sold, and the green line is the total of both. So pretty much homes sold in Lee County. And January and February are the 2 months with the lowest number of sales in the past 12 months. And the 12 months, I am going from June 2015 to May 2016, and the reason for that is Florida Realtors puts out their numbers the 15th of the month, so June numbers aren't out from them yet for this year. But the 4 months with the highest amount of sales, April, May, June, and July. So it's kind of the opposite of what most people think as far as season and the number of sales. There's more people here, but that doesn't mean there's more buyers here and what they're selling. So if you guys look at your piece of paper, who wrote down June as the highest number of sales? Anybody? Nobody. June had over 2,000 sales combined for single family and condos, so that was the highest month in the past 12 months. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Well, I have a prize to give away to the two people that had the right month pick. So let's go to the second.
Right on the back of
Let's
these?
go to the second one. How about April or May?
April. Thank you.
Tickets to the comedy club. All right, I have another one. I guess we'll go down to the third highest, which would be July. Kelly. You want to pass that back? Well, I hope you found some of this information interesting. A lot of people like to talk about real estate, and a lot of people think they know everything about real estate, but I thought some of this was kind of interesting as far as question.
Yes. They keep building. For who?